Hi, I'm Luke Juby. I'm here today at Fair Deal Birmingham. We've got the new PSR-SX range from Yamaha. So there's two models, the 920 and the 720. If you know the 900 and 700 before, there's a lot of features you might recognize. If you know the Genos 2, there's some features you might recognize. And it's all coming in this new convenient box that's got loads of toys and loads of fun stuff in it. I'll go over some of the sort of like the basics really. So it's what they call an arranger workstation. So you've got styles and sounds, like basically you've got backing band for anything. You've got a ton of great sounds. I think there's like 15 or 1600. There's 250 new ones in the 920 and nearly 400 in the 720 over the previous models. There's pretty much twice as much power in here as there was in the previous one. So like insert effects on the backing tracks, there's double the RAM for user sounds and stuff as well. We've also got some new assignable buttons. There's more assignable functions, so the joystick now can do a ton of stuff. So whereas before you were kind of limited a little bit with like modulation and pitch bend and stuff, now you can literally go through and you can choose anything that the keyboard can do pretty much. Tons and tons of sounds in here. But importantly, for the first time in the PSR-SX range, we have Super Articulation 2. And so what that's got is a ton of really cool sounds where, you know, when a sax player is playing, he doesn't just, or she doesn't just play single notes. They quite often do bends, or they do little runs, or they might rasp, and for example, if you've got like an acoustic guitar, there might be movement of the frets, you know, where you hear the hands going up and down. And Super Articulation 2, you can either like press a button and get harmonics and things like that, or you can actually, the keyboard just thinks about it and does it itself. So I'll find something. So let's go woodwind. All right, we've got tenor sax up. So and I said, let's go acoustic guitar. Hit a little. Also, there's a new feature called Super Articulation Plus, which is just, as it sounds, it's super articulation with a little bit more. And that's actually a brand new thing, and it's both on both the 920 and the 720. And Super Articulation sounds. You can see on the screen here where you're just above the sounds there, it says like Super Art Plus and all those sort of things. So tons of great sounds, from old DX sounds to bass guitars and pretty much anything you can wish for. Loads of like folk stuff and Eastern European. I think you could download packs as well to get more sounds if you need. Okay, a big thing about this keyboard and this whole range is clearly the backing tracks. And so these styles definitely pop a bit more because they've got more insert effects on these things. So you can add more compressors, more reverbs. And actually, importantly on this one now, you can actually also tell us, like, say you don't want the bass drum going to the reverb, you can go through and bypass that. So it's quite like programmable as well. But generally, it's a plug and play. You press intro. Let's go. I'll show you some of the stuff. Let's go. Generally, over on the left-hand side, you've got intros, and you've got different variations, and they tend to build as they go across and get bigger and bigger. An important thing, the greatest thing for me on this new range, is they brought in dynamics control, which was something that was in the Genos 2, and rather than just changing the volume, it changes the energy. So rather than the drummer just turning down the drums, you get the drum to play a little bit quieter, so the snare sounds different. I'll just show you on this. So if I take it down, so it's subtle on that one, but it makes such a huge difference. And say you were running a gig at in a pub and everyone started singing, you could go, oh, we're going to drop down, or do a drop down chorus and get everyone to sing, and you can gradually sort of like build it up. It's a really cool feature. So let's go see what intro this sounds like on a song. So one of the cool things you got in this one is the chord looper function. So this was already on the 900. They brought it into the 720 for the first time, so in the model below as well. And this is a great feature. If you're doing a gig and you want to take control of the full keyboard, loads of songs these days are just 4 chord loops. So then it gives you the control of the full keyboard. So when I did my tone wheel organ suite, then I mucked up and went into the left hand, and that wouldn't be an issue because there's really looking at who this keyboard would be good for. You've definitely got the guy or the girl who wants to sit at home and just play for fun and play some great tracks. A lot of these tracks, you hear a backing track, you go, oh God, that sounds like a famous song. I could probably play that over it, or I could slow it down and play something else. So that's one sort of person it could be good for. You've also got ways of recording in here, recording MIDI and recording like an audio over the top as well. So you could record a song and sing over it and save that. And then you've also got the ability to turn that into a manuscript, which is really cool. So let's just do something now. Same thing. I will record this quick recording and we'll do the same thing. That second person we're talking about, who is somebody who wants to write some songs and record. So it's really cool actually. You can plug a mic in and you can sing over the sequence that you've done or the playing that you did, or record the gig you're doing. But also what's cool is if you are going to record and write something in here, it's a really quick way of the manuscript. So say you're a teacher and you're writing a school play, you could actually write out the parts for the oboe player to play. So we'll play that style again. Right, and then if we stop and we save that, say there's new song. Now just looking at that, just straight up, I can bring it in, and there you go, like straight out. It's showing me the chords in the song. It's showing me my melody, and you can save that as a idea. Get it out and hand it out to people. It'd be quite a cool way of doing it. Or now you got it as a MIDI file as well. So yeah, we're talking about the like plugging a mic in. It doesn't have to be a mic as well. So what it could be is you could plug your guitar in it, and they've got like some like amp effects in here, so you can distort a guitar up. And say you're using a looper, or in Looper, you can also do things like really cool, where you can actually say prearranged chords. So I can have them, imagine that's my intro and that's my pre-chorus or my chorus, and you can save in prearranged parts of the song. But then you can press chord looper and you can pick up your guitar and Eddie Van Halen it away if you want to, or you can pick up sax and play in. And so the mic, what you can do, I'm not a great singer, but 1, 2, 1, 2. So it's adding that harmony, and we can have a look at this. So I can actually balance it. So it's quite neat, and that can also, we can change that to be a vocoder as well. So let's try this. Vocoder, 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 vocoder. It's a vocoder, if you didn't realise. So that's moving on to the third person that I think this would be great for, and that's like the pro musician who is playing gigs. And you're not going out with a band this time. You're going out and the pub not big enough to have a whole band, or the drummer's off with his second wife, or whatever it might be. And so what you can do in that situation is you've got your backing band here, and you can plug in your voice. You could even run karaoke off it. I was showing Harry before. If you have a song in here, what have we got? We're not going to play this because we don't want to get a copyright strike, but we could actually have the lyrics bumping along as you go. So I'm going to press play, but you won't hear it. Oh, I'm glad he doesn't. I'm glad they don't hear it. So funny enough, that was on, because I've got it on the other style, it was playing that song in a completely different style than it was intended to be written. But you can see how you can run a karaoke from this. The normal things that you've seen before on PSR stuff, which they've kept, we talked about the different variations and different endings. We could possibly, okay, let's just choose some random stuff. Give me a number between 1 and 9. 7, 5. Right, give me a number between 1 and 10. Right. See what it is. So we got into movie and show there, so that's probably some sort of, sounds like a Wild Western or something. Right, give me a number between 1 and 5.
No, 2.
2, all right. Okay, and 1 and 10.
8. 8.
Right, we are on 80s synth pop.
Excellent.
So pick some of these things. There's some great sounds in here. So definitely come down and have a little play. There we go. Yes. So, and again, just tons and tons of sounds in here. What else should we talk about? Right hand, you can have up to 3 sounds. Left hand, you can actually have a sound as well that's underneath that one. And a lot of these styles, they make you think of certain songs and stuff, but it's very easy to play with that. So let's find one. Right, let's go. So here's the backing track. Quite recognisably like something late 60s, but if you take that off, you can quite easily as well use that exact chord stuff, and it becomes very different. So let's find an electric piano. Let's bring it in. Let's go like a lot slower, but it's the same drum beat and everything. I've got my foot pedal doing the dynamics control. Multi-pad control over here, which might bring in something. So it's quite easy to show how something that was quite recognisably late 60s suddenly just doesn't sound anything like before, just by changing tempos. You can go through and in the mixer you can say, actually I don't want that guitar sound, or I'd rather the bass was a different sound, or changing the volumes. So it is very much a plug and play with the ability as well to get in, edit the sound. In fact, the 920 now has a new, 920 and 720 have a new sort of like voice edit system in here, different. Like other than that, you really just got to get down to here, Fair Deal in Birmingham, the Midlands or Birmingham's biggest independent music shop, and come down and test it out yourself really, and hear some of the sounds, have a play. I haven't even mentioned things like there's harmony for the right hand. You can also do one touch setting. You might know already. It's basically in each of the sounds it goes, all right, you're probably going to want an organ, you probably want a piano, electric piano, sax, and it puts them all there ready for you to go and just press play. But yeah, it's a good one. I would come down and have a little play.